EIDL loan applicants can negotiate for a higher loan amount. This is an LALATE bombshell for Monday, May 18th. Thanks as always for tuning in. As always, like and subscribe to this channel and drop your comments below, and we may feature them in tomorrow's Tuesday recording. But first, the news. LALATE is now for the first time delivering 3 EIDL series of stories per day. EIDL grant, EIDL loan, and now a new one, EIDL loan denial reconsideration. If you've applied for an EIDL loan and been denied, we are launching a new series starting today for reconsideration applicants, how to do it and when to do it. But let's get first to the news. LALATE has now learned through one of you that some loan officers are now allowing EIDL loan applicants to negotiate for a higher amount. How does this work? When you receive an EIDL loan offer from the portal, and you go into the portal and you sign in an invite from SBA, you see a range. If you're unhappy with that range or want to know where your grant money is and haven't gotten your grant money or anything of the above, pick up the phone and call SBA. One of our viewers tuned in to last night's live chat and said that she called SBA per our advice and negotiated for a higher loan amount. Got it, and also was told that the grant is coming thereafter. So there you go, and let's get right to the comments and questions. 85 of them, and we're answering them right now. Sean Scott Magic. Haven't heard anything on my EIDL until yesterday. An email said I was declined. Happened to call SBA the day before inquired. However, the reason listed was due to the business category I selected. After double checking, I mistakenly placed my business in the wrong category activity. To make this correction, what would I need to suggest? Contact SBA. Will it be done faster? Thanks, Sean. I would call SBA. I would speak to them, see if you can get it fixed now. And if they give you a no, which they may, call back and ask for another Tier 2 representative, and that person says no, and you have time, do it a third time. If you really think at that point it is a complete no, and that you get an E and then it is a dead end, then watch our series on reconsideration. This will apply to you. Regal, I spoke with a loan officer on the phone, and on SBA May 11th, I received a portal with a loan offer, but no grant. I spoke to the woman that said the new rules go in effect. So he's about to, Regal's about to say what we have now said. If you get a loan offer, you will get a grant thereafter. But if you do not get a loan offer accepted by SBA and have never gotten the grant, you're not getting a grant anymore. If you're not approved for a loan, you will not get a grant. I don't know why they changed this, but there's something right new. I have to get we hope we get to the bottom of this. Jay Shanklin, update. I'm in the March 30th Vortex. Okay, Vortex person, single member LLC, barber operating out of Kentucky. Hey, Kentucky, got the grant on April 18th after the credit pull. So he got the grant. Glad to hear that. Haven't heard anything for a week. May 14th, called and asked for a Tier 2 representative as advised by LALATE. Well, thank you. The rep told me this is an issue of cost of goods sold. He said, you listed as a service business. Why do you have $7,000 of cost of goods sold? Shouldn't it be, it's lowering the amount. There's no tax returns. So it was a mistake. FYI, cost of goods sold is a red flag for service companies. He made a note, got it. Process, direct deposit. Thank you, LALATE, for Tier 2 recommendations. Also, I'm a convicted felon that's over 10 years. So Jay Shanklin followed our advice, thought he was queued up for a denial, knew that there was a problem with the application, called for a Tier 2 representative, sent his advice by LALATE to do so, and got the loan approved. And he's a convicted felon 10 years older, more than 10 years ago, and he has received the funds. Well, congratulations. What a wonderful story. Mike Tam, I received the email portal invite today. Like a lot of people are getting their portals. I applied March 30th. Congratulations. Portal gave me an opportunity to fix the bank account. It does. Portal allows you to fix the bank account. And it's the reason why I didn't get my grant was when and it turns out his bank account information was wrong, and that's why he didn't get his grant. Awful. That's one of the very first videos we did on this channel. Florida Cannabis Guide. First, thank you for the epic videos. Well, thank you, Florida. SBA is taking way too long. I want everyone to be affected by the SBA is not helping those who have created. We're drowning. I'm sorry to hear that. Keep us up to date with you, Florida. King Cap. Just got off the phone with SBA. Tier 2 representative said my loan offer's coming, $47,000. No documents needed. We'll get the loan offer quickly. Great, King Cap. Keep us updated. The Sanchez. Finally, 6 calls to SBA on one day. I love that. I got the invite to the portal, confirmed identity, Scanned some documents. Experian pulled my credit again. Finally got approved to sign the documents, waiting to get funded. This channel, it has been a light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you so much, LALATE, and thank you everyone out there. God bless you in these critical times. Will the Sanchez followed to the T everything we've been saying. Stay on it, stay on it, stay on it, and got the funds 6 times on the phone on May 13th. Well, got the signed document, now waiting for the funds. Wonderful news. Mike Tran. Does people who get the portal loan mean that they have a good chance of getting approved for the loan? No. They do if the loan amount is high. A lot of viewers on this channel have gotten low portal amounts, less than $30,000, and they have been denials. Leo Arredendo. I applied 3:30 April 30th, still haven't received anything, and nothing, any advice. I don't have a full confirmation number. Don't worry with it, but I would call SBA. As you heard in these comments, people are calling SBA and just hustling for it. Tony Kim, new name. I applied 331, a credit pull 417, got a grant 421. Great. I finally received the portal invite today. Approved 2 hours later. I'm under the funding process now. Good. So he got approved by the portal 2 hours after he accepted the loan amount. That's awesome, Tony. Thank you for tuning in. Giorgio Condras. LA, thanks for the info. Well, thank you, Giorgio. I applied 330 credit pull 413, called many times, no solid answer. Finally, I received the portal invite for $113,000 on 515, but no grant, waiting for approval now. So it's been a little while. I mean, you do have a large loan amount, which is great. I would call them and say, why hasn't it been approved? But I'll call them and ask them, where is your grant amounting? Andrea Hunte, she's going over the calculation. Absolutely. Buy and sell Tucson pawn shops. Called SBA twice, 2 different representatives, and we would be logged in for the credit pulled 2 weeks and about this portal invite. Got off the so you buy and sell Tucson pawn shop. You still not gotten the portal invite. It's been too long. I would call them. I know you called them on 515. I would call them again. Andrea Hunte. I'm frustrated as one passed the first page to select for a number of options, but the application then takes a course of questions that need to be answered based on the type of business, which is flawed. Tier 2 cannot see the complete application. They aren't much help. Awful, Andrea. HT, I remember correctly, the application did ask for criminal history of felons or misdemeanors for the last 5 years. So if you have questions about felonies or misdemeanors, watch our video from Sunday. It has it in the title. We address what you need to be concerned or not concerned about, whether you have a felony, arrest, misdemeanor, or conviction. Penda. Thank you for the information. I applied on 329, no response. She said my application on process more than 3 weeks. What can I do? I would call SBA. It's been too long. It's been way too long, Pendra. Adam, I have no convictions, but I have an arrest 5 years ago. I did receive a grant. Great. Applied April 5th and got the grant April 22nd. Just saw representative said my application is being processed. I'll keep you updated. Adam, great. Stay tuned and watch tonight's video and update us more. William Nicholson, any of you getting approved with close credits so they can check? Yes, we did do a video about that. Close credit is not an issue. So people with close credits are getting grants and loans. Raymond Asamlemo. But if you're really concerned about it, open it up. Today I was denied because my credit score is too low. My credit score is 600. So Raymond, watch our reconsideration series. It launches today, Monday, May 18th. Zev Posner. Okay, so I got off the phone with the SBA, and interestingly, I was more than helpful. They were more than helpful. 3 of them said I have 3 companies. So it seems the applications can be processed automatically if they set up the portal quickly, but they don't. So she was able to tell me that the credit has been, they're not sure what it means, but I'm all being reviewed by someone. Well, good. Stay with it. Don't accept that as a sufficient answer. Stay with it. If you don't see any activity in a day or 2, call SBA again. Andrea Hunte, the preliminary screenings is automated based upon set criteria. The section could not be left blank, which would prompt more errors. The process is not completely automated, but some parts are. James Anthony, interesting information. So I want you to hear what James Anthony has to say. He drops in a few of our videos from yesterday. Interesting information I found. In federal court fraud crimes, you're not considered convicted until the judge officially sentences you. It takes years to be sentenced in federal court after being arrested or arraigned. Therefore, you may have a criminal proceeding for the last 5 years but plead guilty for, but it won't show up in your criminal record because you haven't been convicted yet. So follow me here. Hypothetically, you were arrested a year ago for a fraud crime. You're showing your business in the meantime. The courts don't set an official conviction. This should be brought up to many applicants, considering most fraud and federal convictions will be over 5 years old anyway. Great point, James. Great point. Retro rewind. For bad credit denial letter, can you use a cosigner to get reconsideration? Watch our reconsideration video from tonight. That's not enough. Kitoki Beauty. I came up on getting a grant loan or continuing to call SBA. I just watch your videos now because I like your swag. Well, thank you. Stay with SBA. Don't give up. C. Dieda. I did get a $1,000 grant in mid-April. 2 days ago, I got a denial letter dated April 13th. I will be appealing the decision. Dieta, don't appeal, quote unquote, appeal the decision until you watch our reconsideration. It's not an appeal, it's a reconsideration. Don't do it until you watch our reconsideration series launching today on Monday. Ricardo Hall. Hey, LALATE, you're always doing a great job, really helping others. You really care. And also when you going to begin when are you going to start taking phone calls? Great question. Working on it. And may I please see you on a show with a microphone in your hand? Your reporting is awesome. Well, thank you so much. Jason Hitch, do you do KTLA radio or TV? I do not, but book me. KTLA radio and TV is a local Los Angeles news channel. Bill Lemon spoke to SBA today, told them I applied on 401, got my grant 425. They asked me for the loan application, still working. I asked what they could need. My credit score is 800. Would escalation help? Yes. It's been too long. I'm glad you got your grant, 425, but it's been too long. I would escalate it. Zev Posner, love your informative videos. Well, thank you, Zev. Love your comment today. I noticed that SBA is not answering the phone this morning, and I noticed from the form email that they're working on it to be patient. What does that mean? I don't know. I do know that if our viewers jumped into our live chat, if you haven't jumped in our live chat, please do. And they called SBA on Sundays now, which was great. Scott Williams, I'm in the 330 Vortex with 4 listed employees and received nothing for that generic email. Per your advice, I called Tier 2, 30 minutes on hold, gave me an application number. Said I had to verify everything. His tone afterwards was as if I should have already been processed. He added notes to my application, which is great. You always want a Tier 2 representative to add notes to your application. I feel better knowing that my application info is correct, but it's also about talking with my attorney, who's a retired state senator, and in case I never was offered a grant. SBA's has it posted on the website that all applications become on a first come, first served basis. Untrue. Absolutely. It's completely untrue. Love your comments. Tank Dog. Mine was denied because they said it was agriculture. Yes, agriculture, if you applied on last week, it's only for agricultural. Steve Sumrow. Is there any lawsuits filed in the state of Texas against SBA's handling of the EIDL grant loan? I can't get any answers on my agricultural application, and I contacted Tier 2. I don't understand that, Steve. There are a lot of viewers there were more last week, but there were a lot of viewers who came into the channel on the comments who were agricultural and applied when the agricultural loan went live last Monday, and they indicated they got their grant and loan money within days and fully funded. However, by the end of the week, some of them said they were just not getting stuff. I do know that SBA has a dedicated loan officer team just for agricultural. So I would call SBA. I wouldn't sit around. Denise Cochran. I've not gotten grant nor loan. Question, since the loan docs collateralize the loan with the business, what service-based business with no tangible assets would be used for collateral? So that's an interesting question. And it's a topic of dispute. There are a lot of guidelines that seem to be followed and not seem to be followed. Here's the overwhelming consensus. If your loan offers smaller, less than $50,000, They just don't ask for additional documents when you go through the EIDL portal invite for the loan. You just go in, you choose the amount, and you either accept it or deny it, and that's it. You're funded. When it's larger amounts, 100,000, 150,000, they're asking for additional documents. They sometimes want your working capital, your furniture, something like that, as some type of business collateral. So yeah, even if you're a service business, you have furniture, you have things like that. You know, and they sometimes are asking for that. It's not inherently clear. There are guidelines that have been leaked online which are not verifiable. Either that they're asking for collateral for bigger amounts. The average EIDL loan amount, as LALATE reported over this weekend, is about $200,000. So for those big ones, they're clearly doing more work. But if you have any questions, jump into our live chat, which goes live after these recordings daily go uploaded. And as always, if you have comments about this video, drop them below, and we'll feature them by Tuesday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we'll feature them in tomorrow's recording on Tuesday. As always, stay at LA for more.